Hi, good evening. Okay, now I would like to share with you my secret of building abs. Okay, last year in December 2000 and 2000 December on the 1st, what happened is every day when I go to work, I have to sit down on the floor to wear my socks. And I realized that I can't sit down anymore because my stomach is full of fats and there's no muscle at all despite of how hard I train. So what happened is I need to find a stool to sit down in order to wear my socks. And I know that something must be done to get rid of it. How come I've been training so hard and I cannot see my abs? And my friend told me he's a strong believer and he's a strong trainer. He used to train himself. He told me the secret is I have been eating a lot of rice. And I come to think of it, yes, what did I eat? In the morning, I'll eat heavily, I'll eat bread, I'll eat oats. Then after that, I go to work. In the afternoon, I'll eat rice with dishes. Then in the evening, after exercising, I'll still eat bread. Then later, I'll eat rice again. And I've been training very hard for the past months with him. And the more I train, the more I feel that I cannot see muscle at all. So I decided to cut my rice according to my friend. He told me, you need to cut the rice. So immediately on the 1st of December, I started to cut my rice. Okay, how do I cut my rice? I cut my rice for my dinner. Okay, for dinner, I don't eat rice only. I only eat ingredient first thing. Second, every evening after my training, I no longer take bread. Instead of taking bread, I substitute with peanuts. Okay? Then for breakfast, what did I eat? From Monday to Friday, I'll eat 2 eggs, some oats, and maybe sometimes I'll take 1 slice of bread, that's all, plus 1 coffee. Okay. Gradually, from the 1st of December last year to the 25th of December, what I did is almost every day, I'll go to the park and do brisk walking. I don't run because I know that too much running is no good for my kneecap because I'm already coming to 54 years old. So I've been walking for about 9 kilometers, which took me around 1 hour and 30 minutes to 1 hour and 45 minutes. So on the 25th of December, actually my weight all along was 69.5 based on my height of 1.72 meter. So what I did is on the 25th of December, after 25 days of training, under the sunlight and under the rain, when it rains, I'll walk with the umbrella so as not to stop the training. So on the 25th of December, I went away. My weight dropped, okay, from 69.5, I dropped to 65. So I tell myself, it's time to train seriously for abs. So on the 26th of December, I started training for my abs. And I train very hard, okay? I only see the visible result only coming end of April. It just appeared this way. How does it appear? You know why? Because when I was 65 kilogram, I only lose 4.5. It's still not that good. So now is May. I lost up to 62. That means I total drop about 7.5 kilometer. And because of my intense training, I started to see my abs. And my abs is still not complete yet. I still got another 50% to go. So the secret is why many times people give up on training abs. Reason being because we see at all the videos, we try to follow them and we give up halfway. Why? Most of the time I realize it is because we try to do sit-up. In fact, even train abs, you no need to do sit-up. Sit-up will give you back pain. It's because of the back pain at the end of it, instead of training abs, you're actually hurting your backbone. You're degenerating your spinal disc, okay? And you stop. Why? Because for the past 40 odd years, I've been trying to do sit-up. And each time when I got this back pain, I stop. And I never able to train properly. It's only this time I realized something. Why not doing crunch? Which as I learned from other videos, how to do crunch. When you do crunch, you don't have to do so many. You can separate according to the stamina. Like for me, I do 30 each time. I do about 10 to 20 reps. Okay, you can do the side crunch and the front crunch. So when you're doing crunch, You don't have to do it so high, you know. As long you feel that you're straining your backbone, just feel the, you know, the strain on your stomach is good enough. And gradually, at the same time, you must cut your rice. Make sure you don't eat rice for dinner, okay? Eat ingredient. A lot of people say, I can't, without rice, you know, without rice, you know, I find I'm dying. Okay, let me tell you, your body is like that. When you keep on eating rice, you'll be relying on rice. Like for example, dinner. Once you don't eat rice at a specific time, your stomach start to be hungry and you feel yourself so weak. This is psychological. Our body is like a time clock. When you start to cut rice, gradually you feel hungry. You don't care, you just eat food, you know, ingredient, training. Because when you train, you string your stomach, okay? You actually string it, okay? You may feel hungry. Don't care, you know, just go to sleep. After a while, you get used to it. Immediately, I cut rice on the 1st of December until now, okay? Except sometimes if you want to eat some rice for dinner, you know, if you don't have, you didn't cook anything, any ingredient, then you got no choice. But try not to touch rice for dinner. Why? The logic is, after dinner, what do? You're not going to have another exercise. You're going to sleep. That's why the rice will come where? You go into your stomach, blocking every part of your body, and you get a lot of fats. When you get a lot of fats, most important thing is the hardest to get rid is the left hander. I managed to get rid, but still not that good, you see, because now I'm 62 kilogram. I'm trying to lose another 2 kilogram. How I'm going to lose it is by training my abs, okay? Doing crunches. Second, doing the chin up leg raise, whereby I bend my hand this way, okay? So that I can get 2 in 1. At the same time, when I'm training my abs, I'm actually training my arms, okay? Then I raise my leg, make sure it touches my chest, okay? 10 times. I can do 10 reps or even 20 reps according to your stamina, okay? So, in fact, that you no need to do every day. You can do from 1, 3, and 5. 1 week you only need to do 3 times this type of training, okay? Crunches. Front crunch, okay? Later I'll show you the video. You can look at the video yourself. Front crunch, you can do 30 times or 20 times. Times how many reps? Times about 10 reps. And side crunch. Side crunch is for the upper abs, you know, because upper abs sometimes is also very hard to train. So you could put your hand here and you try to do the side crunch. Okay, you can do 30 times times 10 reps. Also for the chin up bar, you know, the leg touches the chest, you can do about 10 times 10 reps, okay? All this will come in a set, okay? Then after that, you can do the roller. The roller is good, you know why? You can roll away your fat. You can roll about 50 times. Of course, we do not have the strength to roll 50 times. You can separate into 20 times, 30 times, 40 times, 50 times, you know. You don't have to roll so much. After doing, you can do try to put your hand on the floor. Use your leg to, you know, to do it this way. That's on the floor. This is also help you to burn the fats. You only need to do 1 week 3 times. And the most important discipline is you make sure you don't take rice for your dinner. Cut rice permanently, okay? If you are hungry, take oats, that's all. Remember, oats. For lunch, you can eat rice. You know why? Because that rice is going to give you energy so that you can come home to train in the evening. If you are not going to train in the evening, what for I take so much rice? Because the rice will come into here, okay? Another aspect of doing abs exercise is when you do abs, you are shrinking your stomach. Okay? You realize that you will not be hungry so fast, first thing. Second thing, you don't have to eat so much food. Okay? That's why a lot of people saying that, oh, I need a lot of rice, if not I'll be hungry, I feel fainting. You know why? Because the stomach is so big, it's so fat. So you need to feed all those things, you need a lot of food. But once you shrink your stomach, it's trained, you get the abs out, it's actually shrinking your stomach. And you don't have to eat a lot of rice anymore. Anyway, too much rice is no good because you give you diabetes, okay, in the long run. And also put on weight. And when you put on weight, you are weighing heavily on your kidney, okay? And when you wear pants, it is so ugly. So I'm now age 54. At this age, I managed to train it this way. But to me, it's not that good. I still have another 50% and room for improvement, okay? So I believe you all can do it, okay? Try to do it, and remember, cut your rice for dinner permanently. Eat rice only for lunch. For breakfast, don't eat noodles or rice. You want to eat oats, that's all, okay? Oats or eggs. But the eggs is for what? It's for you to train to build muscle in the afternoon. It's not for you to eat for fun, okay? That's very important. Thank you for viewing.